This is Ken Jr.
Hasn't been started in a few months. First perimeter frames made, I bet. Kawasaki copied this design almost 100 years later. 1928. That's not an exhaust though. Started like third kick. Hadn't been started in months. That's probably stale gas in there. It can't be fresh, you know. Got a little stable in there. What an exhaust note. Yeah. Done. 70, 75. Is that the original style exhaust?
Actually, this is the accessory exhaust.
From BMW?
The normal exhaust stops right here. These are the accessories.
So it must have been really loud stock.
So they're bumpers underneath.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, look underneath. They're like cherry bomb bumpers. Very cool.
Ted, what's this bike? Is this what awards has this bike won so far?
It's won several concourse elegance. It's got very highly rated for the AMCA. And besides the awards, though, it's just fun.
Yeah. What's a bike like this worth? 28.
Indeterminate. So few of them changed hands. They've changed hands anything from 110,000 to 65,000.
Yeah, I haven't seen one come up for sale in a long time.
You won't.
Matter of fact, I don't remember ever seeing one come up for sale. Actually,
I've seen a few. I have 110 and a low of 65.
What a beautiful machine. So Doc, I called you up here because you're going to detail this thing. Are you nervous?
No.
Good.
I'm not a good buyer, right?
You don't need to be.
You
don't need to be.
No, seriously, Doc, I wanted you to hear directly from Ted how we're going to do this. So
You're just going to dust it with a Swiffer duster,
Yeah.
and then go at it with your detail spray and a fresh, what do you call it?
terry cloth,
Fiber.
microfiber, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
So if we don't have any new dusters, we'll just pick one up.
Yeah, that's all.
If you want to brighten the nickel, use the same aluminum brush.
It's all for the gram.
Cloth stuff.
YouTube channel, buddy.
What's the name?
For the fans.
Mag, what do they call it? Mag polish or something. It's
Yes.
impregnated fiber.
Yeah.
That's the only
Sign
way
your
to
life,
lighten
boy.
The nickel. This is nickel, not chrome.
Not chrome.
Hold in the rogue glide.
Yeah.
Hook up the trickle charger will fucking start.
Now,
Okay.
if this bike likes me,
The Dyna, the red Dyna.
First kick, baby. Once it's warm, these cylinders, they're not even hot yet. Okay, it's still cold. Fired right up, first kick. That's a well-tuned bike. What kind of shape was it in when you got it?
we won't talk about that. There's actually a magazine article that's been published about how I came by this bike and its restoration process. And it's a story that's entwined with the world's best R12. But this is a original matching numbers 1928. Even the cylinders are the original cylinders to the bike.
Yeah, you had said that the BMWs, even back in the 20s, had serial numbers on the frames, the engine, and the transmission. Is that
If you
correct?
look on the
cylinders?
frame over here, it's the frame number.
I don't think Harleys had serial numbers on the frames back then, did
Here's
they?
your frame number.
Oh, it's getting clear. Serially, clearly. 351.
Hey.
Oh, you're not supposed to talk about that? Okay.
And then here's your engine
It's
number.
there, but I'll have to shoot you if I tell you. So, do these numbers mean anything, like production runs?
They correlate. Well, BMW didn't match frames to engines, but they kept a record of when the frame was produced, a record when the engine was produced, and when they left the factory. The engine, the frame, all left the factory at the same time.
What is this? This is to charge the battery?
Yeah, that's just your.
Oh, that's a. Oh, that's a, how I keep it from.
Yeah,
from
but this
starting.
is a magneto ignition bike,
Whoa, that hurt.
Yeah, be careful.
So that's not necessary.
You got this thing tuned to perfection, huh? Hey Ted, it's starting to rain out a little bit. We should probably roll it back in. It's starting to rain out. I don't think you want this getting wet. $160,000 motorcycle.
No. 90.
Is this the one that you? Is this the one that you raced that dude on?
No, that's the spawn of the devil.
The spawn of the devil. It's not every day you get to hear a 28 R62 start, so
See the one kick bike.
you got a tight spot here.
Actually, all of these except the spawn of the devil are one kick bikes.
There's a story behind every one of these bikes too, that would be a whole nother video.
Well, I gave you
The book, right?
the magazine articles on this and the world's best.
World's best 28, right?
No, R12,
R12.
which is over there.
This one hasn't been detailed in probably 6 months, and this is going to a big show like next week, isn't it?
No, 1st of November.
Where's the show?
Hilton Head Island.
Hilton Head Island. Ted is the president of the Yankee chapter of the Antique Motorcycle Club of America. You can look them up online at antiquemotorcycleofamerica.org. This is a flyer, or actually what do you call this?
Just a description of the bike.
Poster, basically, 28 R62 touring motorcycle. Only 4,355 were built. How many are left, do you think?
There's about 15 known. Maybe more.
A lot of them were destroyed in the war effort, I'm sure.
Huge number.
It's only 342 pounds. It's very light.
Yep.
10 years to restore it. How many hours do you figure you have?
I couldn't guess.
Too many.
Had to manufacture. The horror is a lot of the parts I manufactured for this bike are now available online.
Wow. Reproductions?
Yeah, if you look at the nuts and bolts here, Ken.
Yeah.
Try to buy those,
Yeah.
especially in nickel.
You're not getting those at the hardware store. So this was
These handmade
this was
handmade
the
bolts.
first 750, which is a pretty big bore motorcycle for the era. 3-speed hand shifted gearbox, dry clutch, sidecar use, huh? 18 horsepower, torquey. We do over 72 miles an hour. The roads probably sucked back then, I
I've been
imagine.
clocked at 70 on this by a car.
These are the nickel plated. Wow. These are the bolts Ted was referring to. Was it nickel plated? Correct, Ted? Mm-hmm. Wow, they're beautiful. Look at those. Where did you say the patina would be created or rust on these? You said some of these.
Well, not as much on this bike. What happens is the nickel turns dull quickly. If you look at the exhaust pipes, you can see the age on the tailpiece.
Yep, there's a little bit of smoke.
Yeah. But what happens is nickel is the step before chrome.
Okay.
When you chrome plate something, you chrome plate it, nickel plate it, chrome plate it.
These are going into the main showroom for the grand opening. Probably, Doc, we're going to probably bring them down there Thursday or Friday, right? So Doc's going to detail these with the instructions Ted gave him. So they're just a little bit, all there really is a little bit of dust on them from not being dusted off recently. This is the R12.
It's the world's best R12, which you have the magazine article on.
World's best R12. And this is the R51. Mm-hmm. And the R17. And all these are tuned to perfection.
That's the most valuable bike.
Which is the one you were telling me the story about racing that guy on?
Right here. There's a
That
YouTube
one.
video of it.
That's the most valuable one right there?
Yeah.
The 37? Why would the 37 be worth more than the 28?
They built 443 of them.
So it's an extremely rare piece.
Yep.
Do you have a favorite of these four? I know you've got others.
Whichever one's under my seat.
Whichever one you're sitting on?
Yep.
Okay. Awesome.
What's the model of the one that we have?
Oh, we had a S model, and that was a 50, or it was a 62. Much newer.
What kind of like this small?
They all look alike. Stale gas. My bikes don't do this. This is stale gas.
Fires right up. purrs like a kitten. Turn the fan on.
That was battery ignition.
What kind of fuel do you're running these?
Cheapest gas you can get.
Yeah.
Look at the heads on this. They're stamped OZ74.
Okay.
I don't know how that correlates, but it does correlate to cheap gas.
Okay. So it can be a low.
Low octane.
So you could run 74 octane fuel in these,
Well, I don't think it correlates to our today's standard directly.
but it would be a low. It can run on low test.
Yep.
So they're designed to be extremely
Even
durable,
this?
even with crappy fuel in them, right?
Yeah.
That's
This
awesome.
this one's a high octane. I think it's 81. Stamp on it somewhere. Here it is. OZ80.
OZ80. Look at that, huh?
Now this is also a matching numbers bike.
Very cool.
But this is the spawn of the devil. And I doubt she's going to start for me, but I'll try. No, no gas. You notice there's no puddle underneath these bikes?
Yeah, they don't leak at all.
The only leak is the breathers. That's not a leak.
They're tight. They're definitely engineering was a cut above anything else from that era for sure.
Yeah, they don't smoke, they don't leak.
And they sound awesome for a bike of that era. They sound like a modern performance twin.
Well, that bike, the R51, very few are remaining because it's rear suspension, the first generation rear suspension, combined with hydraulic forks, combined with a high revving 500cc engine.
So a lot of people
So they were
smashed
cut
them
into
up.
racers,
Yeah.
and the majority were lost to conversion to racers.
How many cc's is this
Well, it's a
one?
whole 500. I think it's 33 horsepower.
Sounds tight. Sounds good.
And she's not running right.
So, Doc, do you have enough information now to detail these?
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right. I just wanted you to hear directly from Ted since
Yeah.
there's a $500,000 worth of motorcycles here. I didn't want to just wing it. So, thank you. You're all set if you want to head back down the shop. Thank you.
Things you may not have noticed, you don't need this in your video,
What's that?
but on the 28, look at the control cables. The Bowden cables. They're cloth covered.
Oh, wow.
Look at the wiring harness. It's all hand-loomed, cloth-covered wire.
They don't make them like that anymore. That's for sure.
And even the connections are frapped. They're not taped. They're not rubber. These are cloth Bowden cables, cloth cable. But these are.
Are those still available, like reproduction, or how do you get those?
You
What do
kind of
do?
make them.
You made those?
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
No.
How do you make a cloth cable?
Well, you have to strip the plastic off, and then you send them out to a company that does cloth-covered wire
Wow.
and have them recovered.
Was it a better quality wire, or was it considered than the plastic because it wouldn't crack like
They
plastic?
didn't
will?
have plastic that worked.
Oh wow, they didn't have that technology back then, huh?
They
That's
started
pretty well.
showing up around 1937, 1938. But these are pre-production models, so they're cloth cables.
Well, thank you for demoing your bikes for us today, Ted. I really appreciate it. And if you want to see meet Ted, come here next weekend, October 13th and 14th. Ted is the celebrity judge for the motorcycle show on Sunday, and he'll be helping us set up the timeline here on Saturday. So we've got some amazing, over 30 amazing trophies for the competitors in the bike show, and there'll be quite a bit going on here, motorcycle racing, and 11 bands during the Battle of the Bands. So at the grand opening of the
Nothing will
Motorcycle.
sound as sweet as these.
Yeah, exactly. We don't need music. Just fire up the bike. That's music to my ears. Yeah. Well, thank you, Ted, for showing these to us, and thanks for being a big part of our story here.
My pleasure.
Have a great day, everyone, and God
Yes,
bless.
we can.
God bless America.